Hey guys, Perfection here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 video, and today we're going to be talking about the top 5 things that must be nerfed in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 Extra Pack 3. So I'm making this video because some people think it's a good idea to write 4-page documents that nobody's ever going to read, as opposed to actually showing them what's wrong in this game. So this video is going to be about showing dimps exactly what they need to pay attention to when nerfing things, because we know they have a tendency to go in here, mess with moves that don't need to be messed with, and nerf them into the ground while missing things that they need to be focusing on that we'll be addressing in today's video. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. But before we get into it, I'm going to go ahead and take this time to ask you guys to click that subscribe button, click that notification bell, and enable all notifications so you get all videos like this, which will be going towards bettering the Xenoverse 2 community and showing you the best Dragon Ball content and entertainment that you can find here on YouTube. So let's get into it. Okay, so this first move that we're going to be talking about goes down in infamy as the most broken move in all of Xenoverse. Ask anyone that has played ranked and they will tell you that this move since launch has been the most busted move in the game. It has gone unnerfed. Even though the developer said that in DLC Pack 5 this move got nerfed, we quickly found out that was not the case. So the move that I'm talking about is Fake Death. Fake Death is the most broken move in all of Xenoverse. But let me explain it. I know you've seen it. I will call you a liar if you've told me that you played ranked and you did not see Fake Death. So basically the way that Fake Death works, you go into a down state, you get invincibility frames, and then you do a kip up kick, which can set you up for a combo. You know, hearing that, it doesn't sound that bad, but when you see it in gameplay, it is the most terrible thing, and here's why. It has no key cost. Another reason is because that kip up kick is way too effective. Like, yeah, if you get caught with it, if you get caught not blocking this move and someone just hits you with that kick and sets you up with a combo, it's like whatever. But when that kick hits your guard, your opponent could go right back into Fake Death into the invincibility portion and do the kip up kick again. This is where the broken madness begins. So the way to fix this move, it's two routes. You can either go through a super complicated route of nerfing the mechanics of it, nerfing frames and all that, or you can do the simple 1-2 step of giving it a key cost. And I recommend making it a 2 key bar costing move. 200 key, as they like to call it, because you know how they do 100 key equals 1 bar and 200 key would be 2 bars. So make this move cost 2 key bars. That is the simple fix to this move, because if this move is costing key, they can't spam it. At some point, they're gonna have to come out and spam this move and fight you normally to gain key to use this move. That fixes everything. That would fix everything. You do not even have to go into this move talking about mechanics, frames, whatever. Just give this move a key cost. I recommend 2 bars of key. You nip everything in the bud. That way, if you make it 1 bar of key, it just seems like it's not enough. I say 2 bars of key because of how effective it is, because you can avoid entire ultimates with this. You can get easy perfect blocks off of this. This move is way too good, and instead of going in doing frames and this, that, and other, just give it a key cost. 1 and done. That's done. That's all you have to do. Not that complicated, dumps. Fix that, give it a key cost, and you're good to go. 2 bars of key. 2 bars of key. If it were me and I would just be completely biased, I call it 3 bars, because it's basically an invasive move, but it costs key. So I would say 3 bars, but just to keep it fair, 2 bars of key. So let's get into the next aspect, the next item on the list. So this next character is a little complicated to talk about because there's so much wrong with them, and it makes them the most infamous broken character on ranked. Of course, I'm talking about the purple fiend himself, Hit. Hit has so much wrong with him. So let's start off with something that's not so obvious: the infinite grab loop. Yes, Hit is in possession of an infinite grab loop, both variations, and I don't know whether this is a Xenoverse lag problem, whether it's just an online thing. I've never really seen it done offline, but what Hit does is, of course, he does the grab, and it causes you to drag on the ground after you're done getting grabbed, and Hit will fly up to you, dash hit you, and then grab you again. And there's practically nothing you can do about this. They can infinitely grab you in this, and it's literally nothing. It's almost as bad as another character that we'll be covering today. But yeah, obviously that needs to be taken away from him, and I can think of a simple way to fix this. Hit should not be allowed to move until the opponent can, regain themselves, until they're able to control and move themselves again. Hit just shouldn't be able to move. And this wouldn't be dangerous to do because with Hit's grab, there's enough distance placed between you and the opponent that the opponent wouldn't be put at an advantage while doing this, because they'll be way away from him, and if he can't move until the grab completes itself, or until the opponent can move again, there's no way that the opponent is going to be able to take advantage of that. So I've already thought of this, and this would be a simple way to nerf and get rid of that grab loop. Now the next thing with Hit is really combo wise. Now I'm not trying to take away combos, I'm trying to take away his stamina regeneration nullifying combo, and that's a really long term, but I couldn't think of anything more accurate that would cover it. But he does have a combo that can negate your stamina regeneration, or slow it down rather, and this is the most terrible character that could possibly be in possession of this, because he has ridiculous damage. So it's like he definitely shouldn't be in possession of this. So what it is that during Hit's combos, of course he has those heavy gut punches that would, put you in a state where he could like key blast and dash back and dash hit you. And Hit has a dash attack that will restand you, put you back in a standing state, so that he can combo you again, thus slowing down your stamina regeneration and allowing him to crap out a lot of damage. Honestly, his dash hit, the properties of it need to be changed, and I don't think it should restand people anymore. Like that definitely needs to go. Like that's way too good. It's ridiculous. It's really good. So I'm just saying, his stamina regeneration nullifying combo needs to go, and it all has to do with really his dash hit. His dash hit is too good. Basically what I mean is when you fly around, or when you like step dash and you do the little square input or whatever it is on Xbox, it restands the opponent, allowing Hit to just go right into his combos. The stun that it puts on the opposing player is so heavy that Hit could just stand there and then start his basic combo. This needs to be checked. This needs to be altered in some way for Hit, because he does way too much damage to be in possession of something like this. Now with Hit Awoken is even worse, because he doesn't even have to go through the trouble of this. He can just sidestep. Hit Awoken, that preset, has a combo where he can just sidestep infinitely, and you're stuck in a standing state, and you're taking the brunt of all that damage. See, Hit, the problem with Hit, he's one of these characters that should have his damage placed at the far end of his combos, but he gets most of it towards the middle and the beginning. So that's the real problem with him, is that his damage might need to be altered too. There's a lot that needs to be done in toning down Hit. So that's all that I can think of right now. It's nothing that's really wrong with any of the moves on his moveset that you would find on a standard Hit. That says nothing about custom partner Hit or whatever, but we'll cover that in a future video. So let's get into the next item on this list for everything that needs to be addressed, nerfed in Xenoverse 2. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to be talking about here is a character that is almost as infamous as Hit. He's definitely almost as notorious as Hit, but since we were doing a top things that must be nerfed in Xenoverse 2, you knew he had to show up. So the character that I'm talking about is Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Yes, this character must be nerfed, but thankfully he's not as complicated to nerf as Hit. So
it's pretty simple. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. But we're not really nerfing the form. We're nerfing a certain move that is used in conjunction with the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken transformation. So what people would typically do is that they will abuse the stamina feature to repeatedly knock away an opponent, vanish behind them, and spam Super God Fist. That is the essence of Kaioken spam. Now honestly, yeah, you can do this with the regular Kaioken, but I'm focusing on Super Saiyan Blue Goku. What I would do to disable this spam is basically what they did to God of Destruction's Anger. Now of course, I feel like they went overboard with this move because it was only a problem with them looping this move infinitely, but I can see a similar nerf having to be taking place with Super God Fist, where they made it where you could not combo off of, or finish a combo with God of Destruction's Anger. Like if you did a knockaway, there was no way you could finish with God of Destruction's Anger. If you did a knockdown or a heavy knockdown, there was no way you could follow up with God of Destruction's Anger. So the thinking here would be to make it to where after you vanish, whether it be a normal snap vanish or something like you knock an opponent away and then you vanish behind them, I would take away the ability to use Super God Fist after vanishes in every situation. Like you just should not be able to use Super God Fist in that fashion. If you vanish behind someone, like knocking them away and vanishing behind them, the move should just not be usable. If someone's trying to combo you and you vanish behind them, this move should not be usable. They have to be that aggressive in nerfing the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken spam, because this is really the only major thing that's broken about Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Everything else is fine. Like his combos, is the way that he functions, that's fine. The only extra thing that I would like looked at is increasing the health drain that he undergoes while using Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, because I don't think it's taxing enough, so to speak. I think that it needs to be more of a sense of direness, and more of a sense that I have to get this done because my health is almost gone. Like it's too slow for all that. For all the power that it gives you, the health drain is way too slow. So yes, these are the aspects of Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku that needs to be addressed, that needs to be toned down, and I feel like that's all. Definitely not as complicated as Hit, but let's get on to the next item on the list.
Okay, so what we're about to talk about is a character more infamous, more notorious, more despised than Hit or Super Saiyan Blue Goku. This character is hated on ranked, and he is at the same level of urgency to nerf as Fake Death. And the character that I'm talking about is Future Trunks. You already know what I'm about to address here. That infinite grab loop must go. Now, luckily, I was aware of it before I had to face it on rank, so I already knew when I saw Future Trunks, you are not gonna get a grab on me. I'm like, you already know, I'm running on you the entire match. I'm gonna key blast you. I'm gonna do whatever. I'm not letting you get any close combat. I don't care if you don't know how to do the grab loop. If Trunks just happens to be your favorite character, I'm sorry, you just getting camped on all match. But what needs to be done with Future Trunks and that grab loop, the way that it functions is that your opponent throws you into the ceiling, you're hung there in the ceiling, they have a year and a day to levitate towards the top of the map, hit you with a stamina break, hit you with a little short combo, set up shiny sword, then sidestep, do the grab again, and then rewash and do that 15 times and the match is over. That's literally how it works. So what they need to do, and this is pretty simple, this is a one-step nerf. Change the trajectory of the throw. Make it just like Goku's. Honestly, I would say just make Trunks' grab Goku's grab. Make it just like, take that away. I know what people are gonna say. Well, that's how he sets up Heat Dome. That's the only way. Nah, bruh. Like, there's too many ways to set up Heat Dome. You're not about to even tell that lie. Like, that grab needs to go. There's no excuse. It either needs to go this DLC pack or DLC Pack 8, it has to get out of here. Like, it's too broken. It's been too long and it needs to be addressed. So let's get into the next item on this list for the top 5 things that must be nerfed in DLC Pack Extra Pack 3. Alright, so we're at the grand finale here. We're at the final topic, and it's step vanishing while stamina broken. This whole thing, this whole step vanishing while stamina broken, contradicts the entire point of having stamina breaks in this game. The point of a stamina break, or the whole concept, is that you handled your stamina poorly. You got caught in a combo, you got stamina broken, and now you're supposed to be helpless for either a series of combos if you got light stamina broken, or an ultimate. That's just the way that it's supposed to be. But having the ability to step vanish and have complete invincibility until you get your full stamina back, it just makes stamina breaking pointless. So how do you fix that? You have to take away the ability to step vanish while stamina broken. And the way that you go about doing this, because typically the way that people will access the step vanish mechanic is that they will throw a key blast while stamina broken and then immediately start blitzing their dash button. So all that Dimps needs to do here is take away the ability to key blast while being stamina broken so that they can't access their step vanishes. Bam, fixed, done. That's all there should be to it. There's nothing really complex that you have to do. Just take away the ability to key blast while stamina broken and you check that problem. There you go. I just saved Xenoverse. Okay, I know you thought that it was all over, but we do have a bonus item here, something that must be addressed that's very controversial right now, that I'm kind of, you know, conflicted about myself, and that is limit burst. Now, personally, I don't have a problem with limit burst overall, but there is an aspect of it that I don't like. Now, limit burst, if you ask a lot of people, they say, oh, well, it's what broke Xenoverse 2, it's trash, blah blah blah. Not necessarily. I could see that they were trying to come up with a fancy new mechanic, and in proper practices it is fun, but there are some things that need to be tweaked or addressed about it. So the nerf that I would have for limit burst overall is that you should not be able to limit burst while being hit. This means while you're being comboed or while you're being hit with an ultimate. And I've just always felt like it was cheap to be in the middle of a combo and someone just pops their limit burst, you know, after they've already lost all of their stamina, whether they're stamina broken or whether they're just low on stamina, and they pop limit burst. I always felt like that was bad and that just shouldn't have been a thing. So the nerf that I would do is just like, I have no problem with you using limit burst in the neutral. I feel like that would be fine. Like if you're in the neutral and you pop limit burst, you're not being hit yet or anything, that's fine. And even if you wanted to give someone armor or super armor while they're activating their limit burst, that would be fine too, as long as when they begin charging it, they can't cancel it. They have to commit to it. I would be fine with you having armor while you're charging up your limit burst, and then whatever the effect of your limit burst is takes effect. But while you are being comboed and you haven't activated your limit burst, you shouldn't be able to. Now, if someone knocks you away with a combo and you're not in hit stun, sure, pop a limit burst. If they do a knockaway combo, yeah, that should be your, chance to get out of jail free, so to speak. I don't have a problem with that. But I feel like if you are being stunned, hit stunned by a super attack, by an ultimate, by a combo, limit burst just should not be an option for you. But if they do that, I could see them giving it a buff where if they're neutral and you use limit burst, you should just be invincible while charging limit burst. The only thing is, again, you have to commit to doing a limit burst, meaning that you can't just charge it then stop charging to abuse the invincibility. I already thought of that, but yes, those are all the things that must be nerfed in the upcoming extra pack DLC for Xenoverse 2. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I did comprise all this list myself. These are things that I feel like would, you know, greatly benefit the community if they were nerfed, tweaked, touched up, and I feel like overall Xenoverse would be a better place if all these changes were to take effect as soon as possible. So again, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I've been your perfect being and the #1 anime, gaming, and Dragon Ball entertainment and channel on YouTube. Don't forget to hit the channel with a subscribe and also click the notification bell so you get all the updates for this channel as they become available. I've been your perfect being, and I will see you in the next video.